Southeast Asian markets continue to boom. This would seem to be good news for financial services. Our client, an international leading credit card brand, saw this big chance, particularly in Thailand. However, around 70% of consumers' daily transactions are done in cash. Indeed, it has been a huge challenge for our client to compete with cash and gain new credit or debit card users. Instead of reinforcing psychological frames by telling people that our client's service is the smarter choice, and thus meeting emotional resistance, the brand had to emotionalize its functional benefits, and thereby weaken the strong emotional drivers that cash commands. Our client's brand has its own remarkable functional benefits, safety and convenience, which cash can't really compete with. However, these benefits were not enough to cut it emotionally with new potential users. Therefore, we conducted a ZMET-fueled narrative context process to identify the deep emotional experience and drivers for cash and card usage, respectively, in order to establish a new emotional frame and story of emotional package for our client. It means we took forward the emotional cue of familiarity of cash and infused it into this reputable credit card brand communication. Meanwhile, strengthened its brand idea to emotionally motivate consumers in Thailand to integrate debit or credit cards into their daily lives. The visual thought dimensions and metaphors for card use revealed a strong emotional frame of safe container. At a deep subconscious level, we found that the user feels like traveling in a safe and luxury train. It gives him peace of mind so he could concentrate on his journey. And for cash, it's more about the feeling of being in charge of my own life. The user, at a deep emotional level, can grab the steering wheel of his life and feel in charge of deciding and controlling his direction, which reflects strong sense of control. We took forward these insights and visual metaphors to sharpen the brand narrative and communication. This is how we did it. We infused the familiar emotional cue of control of cash into the brand's communication platform, while of course retaining its own equity frame of safe container. We created several brand ideas to articulate and activate identified emotional drivers, one of which, for instance, was "Life limits don't apply." Here's the story. You can chart an ambitious and self-determined course in life. We keep your finances safe, while you choose how to use your spending powers. You go ahead and plan and execute, and live your life without concerns about unnecessary risks. This brand blends well with the powerful emotional and functional benefits that allow consumers to steer their own life, and at the same time offering emotionally familiar elements from the cash experience. This is once again a good example how we applied the insights and deep metaphors to emotionally engage the target consumer.